In recognition of the paramount importance of child safety, legal frameworks in many jurisdictions mandate the removal of children from households where individuals have documented pedophilic connections. This policy is rooted in the understanding that such connections pose a significant risk to a child's well-being and development. The legal system prioritizes the protection of vulnerable minors, and thus, courts are empowered to intervene and place children in environments deemed safe when evidence suggests a threat. This measure, while often a difficult and emotionally charged process for all involved, is a critical safeguard designed to prevent potential abuse and ensure the physical and psychological security of children. In recent years, family courts across various jurisdictions have issued a series of rulings that reaffirm a core legal principle: the removal of children from households where individuals with documented pedophilic ties reside. These decisions underscore a growing legal consensus that safeguarding children from potential harm is not only a moral imperative, but a legal obligation founded on decades of judicial precedent and child welfare research. The actions stem from legal frameworks that mandate intervention when credible evidence indicates a child's exposure to individuals with known histories or documented associations tied to pedophilic behavior. While such interventions can be deeply traumatic for families, child advocacy experts and legal authorities emphasize that these rulings are grounded in a primary directive: protecting the physical, emotional, and psychological well-being of minors. As Judge Rebecca Lang from the New York Family Court articulates, once there is documented evidence or verified suspicion of a pedophilic connection in a household, the legal system has a duty to act swiftly. The burden of proof may be high, but the stakes for a child are infinitely higher. Recent high-profile cases in USA and Canada have garnered national attention. For instance, a California court ordered the immediate removal of two siblings after Child Protective Services uncovered digital records linking an adult family member to online forums associated with child exploitation. The children were placed in the care of extended relatives pending a full investigation. Legal experts emphasize that such removals are never undertaken lightly. Judges rely on assessments from child psychologists, law enforcement reports, and social service evaluations before issuing custody orders. The standard used in many jurisdictions is the best interest of the child, which weighs the risk of harm against familial bonds and other emotional considerations. These decisions are never made in haste. Dr. Elena Thompson, a clinical psychologist specializing in child trauma, explained, "We know from extensive research that exposure to even the risk of sexual abuse can have long-term psychological consequences, including PTSD, attachment disorders, and developmental delays. Prevention is key." While critics argue that such policies can infringe on family rights and lead to emotional ruptures, child protection agencies maintain that the current safeguards are essential. "Our mandate is clear. The safety of the child comes first," said Marcus Delgado, spokesperson for the National Child Welfare Alliance. "We understand these interventions are painful, but preventing even one case of abuse justifies the system's vigilance." In response to ongoing debate, several states are reviewing protocols to ensure both due process and child safety are upheld. Proposed reforms include mandatory trauma-informed training for investigators and expanded access to reunification programs when risks are mitigated. When a child's safety hangs in the balance, we owe them the shield of prevention.